Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got a times 10 summon that's just kicked in for two of the best champions in the game. Okay? It so happens that Raid have done their first ever poll. I love this, by the way. Their first ever poll to the viewers to say, what champions would you like to see? And then they've said here, you asked, we listened. We've done a poll from Raid players around the world asking who you'd like to see in the next summon draft. And the results are in. Top two, Duchess and Krisk. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw them on a times 10. Duchess, Tuesday, Wednesday. Krisk, Wednesday, Thursday. And blah, 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 normal stuff. Times 10 summon. It just so happens that they did this the day that they drop the crazy empowerment scheme. And I got to say, this is like master bait. Master bait all over the place. This is all levels of insanity. And I was chatting to some of the guys in content creation, and I was like, who else now feels like they're baited into pulling for these champions? Like, me included. Me included. I've got Duchess. Normally, there's absolutely no way a Sacred or an Ancient Shard would leave my of my vault, or whatever you call this thing over here, my portal. These would not be going anywhere. These 12 Sacreds and my Ancients would not be going anywhere normally. But I'm thinking, you know what? I've got 3 Duchesses. I've got 3 already. And if I get another one, I'm close to the crazy empowerment of Duchess. I'm close to it. It's insane that already a day after completely slamming their scheme, it's sucking us in, me included. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself for even saying it. We're going to go through these two champions in a minute. I don't actually have Krisk, so I always would have gone for Krisk during this event. This is actually a massive opportunity for me to get a Void Legendary, which I've wanted for, or since he came out, but don't have yet. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go through and talk to you about these two champions and whether I think they're good enough for you to pull for. We're also in Clan v Clan, so you do get a bit of added benefit for pulling, but not anywhere near as much as when you have a 2 times event. We also now need to remember that a 2 times event gives you more benefits. Way more. All of a sudden, if you're pulling and you're getting dupes, they fill up, as of Wednesday, I believe, as of tomorrow, I believe, they fill up the Guardian faction slot. The Faction Guardians, I think they call it. Faction Guardian slots, which means that you empower the whole faction's worth of legendaries or epics or whatever. So pulling during 2 times now has got even further up the list in terms of the right thing to do. But still, for specific champions, we're going to get baited in even more on these 10 times. And I tell you now, any whales or krakens out there who do not have 5 Duchesses right now, I would bet my house, again, that they would be pulling ridiculous amounts of shards. I just think they would. I think it's going to be an obscene payday for Raid today, tomorrow, Thursday. I would love to see the difference in spend between a normal 10 times pull and this coming up 10 times pull. I'd love to see it. I don't think they'll ever show me that sort of analytics, but I think it's going to be a colossal payday for Raid. Following the kind of Guardian system thing as well. Anyway, let's get into talk about why these two champions were chosen as 1 and 2 by the community, if indeed they were. Right, Duchess. Duchess, I would say, is the best defensive arena champion in the game. Number 1. I can't think of anyone that I would rather have in my arena defense lineup than Duchess. So I think she's number 1. She does need to be paired with some other people to kind of empower that type of team. But the biggest thing about her is she has got a crazy passive. So you think about type of damage that we take in the arena, generally it's AoE damage. Yeah, and actually she single-handedly starts changing metas because of how strong she is. So she decreases the damage you take from AoEs by 25%. Straight up insane. But you're thinking to yourself, well, that's good. 25%. The Trunder's only going to hit me for 75k now instead of 100k per hit. It's not just that. So she's also got a full team revive, 4-turn cooldown. 4-turn cooldown can be pretty short if you've got Warlord alongside her, and he's just locking everyone out for all of their turns. She puts Veil on them and heals when they get revived, which is insane as well. She's also got block debuffs, one of the best buffs in the game. So this isn't just for Arena. This is cool everywhere. Doom Tower is especially cool. It's actually even cool for someone like Clan Boss, but loads of Doom Tower bosses. Block debuffs is awesome. In things like Faction Wars, she basically single-handedly walks you through the game. Faction Wars. She also puts Perfect Veil on your team as well with this ability. So passive reduces damage. Perfect Veil reduces 25% of a hit. As long as it's, I think it's as long as it's an AoE. Pretty sure. And then she also empowers your attack dealing champions. It's just a crazy, crazy A2 to back up her crazy passive and her crazy A3. So all in all, her kit is just nuts. She's also got speed in all battles, and she's got a kind of juicy A1. Like, throws a shield on herself for 10% of her HP, and an ally with the lowest HP. So she's putting shields out there, which are quite hard to eat away, because most people will build her like 80k plus HP, as well as a good amount of defense. So Duchess becomes an absolute beast to take down. And even when you feel like you've won the game, she starts reviving everyone, and she keeps going. Crazy champion. I could see why she would be a top 2, sure. I can see why she would be for the community. And she's also got these very cool purpley wings. So what I'm going to say here is I normally get something along the lines of, I was actually going through some videos today. I normally get somewhere like between 1,000 and 2,000 likes on a video. Okay, so I might have done this a bit late in the video. Most of you might have already tuned out, but what I'm going to look at is how many likes do I get on this video. If I get more than 2,000 likes, I will pull shards for Duchess tomorrow. If I don't, community has spoken, and I will not pull any shards for Duchess for my 4th one tomorrow, because you guys are telling me, oh, Hades, that's insane. You've got 3 already. Don't be greedy. So I will listen to it. But yeah, Duchess, absolute beast. Crazy, crazy champion. So that's number 1. Now the second one, as we've already said, is the Lizard. And I've wanted this dude since he first dropped in the game. In fact, when he first dropped in the game, I wailed stacks. And I wasn't a content creator then. I was a normal dude spending cash I shouldn't have been spending on this guy. He is a freaking beast. He used to be, honestly, up there as one of the top 5 arena defense champions in the game. It's now just a few too many that clean all of his stuff off, and he becomes a little less relevant. However, with an increased resistance buff coming into the game, that could change. Because his biggest downfall is one champion on the enemy team, i.e. Madame or whoever, Kymar, can just rip everything off of your team with one well-built champion, and therefore Chris becomes way less useful. Now, with increased resistance, a resistance meta might come back into the game. In fact, I think it will. A very slow resistance meta, and Chris would be one of the top champions again in that arena defense. Outside of arena, he's the hardest carry in the game. He will carry you through pretty much all content in the game. He gives you a massive fat shield when you start every round. He provokes the enemy to get them off of your damage dealers. Every time he takes a hit, he's throwing out decreased attack and decreased defense. He puts increased defense on himself, increased speed for your team, which is crazy as well. He's got ally protection, the most broken ability in Clan Boss in the game. I'm really curious to see if they manage to fix ally protection against Hydra. They must know by now it's a problem. It's a massive problem in Clan Boss, because you've got Victor smashing Clan Boss for 700 million. I smashed Clan Boss for like near enough 200 million. And a lot of it is because of this ally protect skill. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Hydra brings around this ability, because it might be that Chris just straight up is the best champion for Hydra as he is right now for Clan Boss. If you want like one of those old school, just absolute ridiculous tank teams. Obviously, unkillable teams kind of, you've got two choices. Go for the ally protection style team that just lasts an awfully long time, or you've got the unkillable teams, which probably most people favor if they can build. But Chris becomes the best champion for Clan Boss because the ally protection is awesome here, but he also just brings so much more. More speed for your team means that you can slow your champions down, put more stats in your champions, and he's kind of your guaranteed decrease attack, decrease defense champion, or at least the best backup in the game for it. He also brings an AoE drop speed, which you kind of like, how many insane abilities has this turtle got? So yeah, absolutely the best carry in the game. So I will, whatever goes on with the likes, I'm going to be pulling shards tomorrow for Chris. It's down to you guys whether I'm also going to be pulling shards for Duchess. Like if you want me to. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. There you go, guys. The craziest ×10 summon ever? I think so. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.